Hello, hello. Hello, Glenda. How are you? I am in an event today, so I am waiting until 3 o'clock. Hey, Peggy, how are ya? I am with the Mischievous Crafty Friends Group today. My time officially starts at 3 o'clock, so we got about another minute left while Miss Marilyn with Done By Me is finishing up. Hey, Krista girl. How is everybody today? Thank you, Krista. Good, Glenda. Glad you are doing well. Get myself pulled up over here. All right. I have a different camera angle today. I hope that it works out. It looks okay from what I can tell. I don't have my phone turned horizontal. I have it vertical. It's a little weird for me to like look up more than I normally do, but I think that that gives you guys a better visual of my table. All right. All right, well, thank you guys for hopping on here with me. I am Janice with J-Will Creations. I am in the Mischievous Crafty Friends Group today. There has been a whole lineup of crafter creators before me, and there is still some to follow me today. If you are not already part of that group, it is a free group, so go ahead and hop over there and join, and that way you can go back and catch the replays of everybody. This challenge today was buttons. We have to do a project with buttons. I was all over Pinterest looking for inspiration. I've learned that Miss Marilyn is also the button hoarder, so I really had okay, I hope that's okay for you guys. I had a thing that said trying to reconnect. Anyhow, so I am going to go ahead and just kind of do what I'm comfortable with, which is a mixed media piece. So I did recently comment on one of Kelly's posts that she had that I wanted to buy some buttons from her, but she ignored me, so she's not giving up on any of her buttons, but that's okay. I did go on Whatnot, and hey, Nora and Elizabeth, how are you? I went on Whatnot. If you don't know what that is, it's basically an auction site. Kelly, were your ears burning? Did you hear me talking about you ignoring you when I was trying to buy your buttons? So I did find somebody on Whatnot that had some vintage buttons that I was able to purchase. I'm probably going to use a few of these today. I'll just show you some of them. I mean, look at this old button. If I can hold it. And it's got the little loop-de-loop on the back. Thanks, Nora. And some old, like, wood-like buttons. This is some kind of a good start. Okay, turn my Wi-Fi off. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what's going on with the internet today. So yeah, there's this one. Looks like it's got some kind of, I don't know if that's like a military emblem. These ones were really cool. I don't know, like this feels like a seashell. So anyhow, I was able to score those. So I will be using a few of them today. I don't feel like this project's going to take me a really long time, so I'm kind of trying to take my time here. I also have these buttons. I think I just got these at Walmart. They're, you know, just the plastic colorful buttons. And then I have these Recollections. Is that Hobby Lobby or Michael's? I'm not sure, but they are buttons, but they have the little sticker pad on the back that you can remove. But these have some fun ones in there, butterflies and some words and flowers. So that's it for my buttons. I am not like Miss Kelly or Miss Marilyn, hoarding all the buttons. So I am going to go ahead and get started. I am going to use some of this rope. I'm going to paint some grass, a skyline. I'm going to use some of this rope. I am going to make a tree with some branches and then put some buttons on kind of as leaves on there. And I apologize, you guys are probably just going to hear my dogs barking a lot in the background. I do have them in the garage. The gentleman is outside knocking down our thistle patch and some small trees and shrubs to get ready for my pumpkin patch and flower field that I am putting in. So I have to have them inside just in case they try to escape the fence or something to get back there to him. All right, so I'm gonna start with the darker green down here at the bottom. Hello, White's Creative Design. I can't talk, you guys. I swear I normally can. It's, as soon as I get on a live, it's, you know, live brain is a real thing. How is everybody today? I have been able to catch most everybody. I think I have to go back and finish up Miss Janice from this morning. As always, everybody has done a fantastic job. I am going to layer up some paint here. That color was just the Folk Art bright green acrylic paint. I don't want it to be real flat. This is almost empty. This is the Apple Barrel Summer Sky. Whoops, my comments are not, there we go. Krista, I agree. They absolutely should have supplied us with some. They have more than enough to share. How stingy. Some of the leather buttons. Kelly, you're so rude. Let's see here. Peggy, it is super, super windy. Yes, and he's knocking all that stuff down outside. So it is like kind of blowing it everywhere. It's kind of dusty. I'm gonna have to take this out. Well, what are we working with here? This is really the bottom of the barrel. I feel accomplished when I use up something that I've spent money on. It's kind of a good feeling. I've gotten my money's worth, I feel like. It is so quiet around my house today. Most of my kiddos are gone. Actually, I think they're all gone except for one. Yeah, the dogs are not happy with being in the garage. But that lab, she's something else. They were outside this morning and she managed to get out. So I do have to walk the fence line out there and figure out. I don't know if she's dug a hole. Hey Janice, how are you? I don't know if she's dug a hole or if she was able to actually get the gate open. But you guys, I am super excited that my yard is being prepped out there. I have lumber being delivered tomorrow for my flower beds I'm doing. I'm probably in over my head because I'm doing it, you know, I was going to start on a really small scale, and then the more I got into it, like, I guess I told you guys before, I just have to jump in with both feet. I can't just dabble in anything. So I've got lumber coming tomorrow for, I'm putting in 9 different flower beds, and then I'm going to have the sunflower field section and then the pumpkin patch section. So that color was Calypso Sky by Folk Art. Like I said, I don't want it to be flat. I'm just going to kind of be a little messy with it and layer it about. My comments do not want to stay up there. Hey, Done By Me, how are you? Tammy, thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate everybody being here today. I hope you guys are all having nice weather like we are. It is so pretty out. It is windy, but it is very pretty. I'm gonna go out in my front yard when I'm done here and get all my flower beds that border the front of my house cleaned up, and there is so much mulch missing. So I gotta decide what I'm gonna do, because I had to replace mulch last year out there too. I don't know if I want to look into getting some river rock instead. I've got to do something. All right. So does everybody like this camera angle better? Did you guys even notice the difference? Because normally you're a little further back and down lower. So I had some people, you know, ask to see my table more and what I'm doing. So I played with that today, and it seems like it's okay. It's, like I said, a little awkward for me looking up because I'm not used to looking up as much, but it's more important, I guess, that you guys see what I'm doing. There's a hair on there. All right, so here's where I'm at so far. This is probably going to be, I don't know, very elementary-like, I guess you could say. But that's okay, because I'm really just, you know, playing today. And I'm just going to kind of go up and make that line so it's not quite so harsh. You can hear the beeping from the machine that he's got out there. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But man, I'll tell you what, there was like a small tree and a pretty good sized bush out there, and he asked if I wanted him to take it down. And I said, well, I don't know, can you? I mean, I didn't realize you could take down something like that. And he was like, oh yeah, that'll eat that, no problem. So I watched him do one, and I was completely surprised. I am still drinking some coffee today because I've got to keep my energy up. I have too much to do. Up after me, like I said, is Sandy's Burlap and Bling Creations. You can go to her page or just go ahead and make sure you're part of that group. And then in the Mischievous Crafty Friends Group, and you'll be able to catch her. All you'll have to do is refresh the page. You guys, I grabbed the wrong thing here. I grabbed Liquitex acrylic medium instead of my modeling paste. So give me just a second. I want to put a little bit of texture down here on the ground. Hey, BB Crafts, how are you? Thanks for sprinkling me out. Oh my gosh, this is the old one. Good grief, you guys. I'm sorry. Where is... Well... Okay, I guess... Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and use this just to try to create some texture, because I know I got another one of those and I don't know where it's at. So we will improvise. I'm just going to scrape a little bit of this here and there. Awfully quiet today. I don't have a whole lot going on in my world today. Like I said, everybody's gone except for my youngest. My husband is with my daughter and our son, or our daughter and our son, at basketball tournament. One of our other sons is at, hey Michelle, hey Kimberly. He's at a friend's football game. My other daughter went to her job. She went to Starbucks to get coffee, I'm guessing. Okay. So what is everybody up to today besides watching everybody in the Mischievous Crafty Friends Group? Is anybody doing anything exciting, fun, productive? Okay. So that was the Liquitex acrylic medium. Like I said, I would have preferred to use my modeling paste, but this one is dried out. The other one is hiding somewhere. So I just wanted a little bit of texture here. I just don't want it to be flat paint. So that's the only reason I used it. And I'm just kind of scraping some texture lines. Organizing a box. A swoop box. Was that a typo or is that really what it is? If so, I don't know what that is. So yesterday I planted some seeds in a little seed starter pot. I've never done that before. This whole flower and pumpkin journey, I've never done it before. So I'm really having fun kind of playing with everything. I'm really trying very hard to educate myself. Been doing a lot of research. I have a notebook full of notes. You know, it's an investment, so I want to make sure that I put my best foot forward. I'm going to dry this here real quick before I go in and add some more paint to it. Yeah, everybody has done a great job today. I was really nervous about the whole buttons project, on top of the fact I didn't really have a whole lot of buttons to choose from. I just know that there's, you know, so many of you who are, I guess, more seasoned crafters than I am, who probably use buttons on a lot more projects than I have. So I was really quite intimidated. So that goes there. Yeah, this is almost a full thing of modeling paste, and it's so hard. I'm wondering if I can maybe put some Liquitex in there to thin it up or something. I don't know. But I know I bought another one. It's somewhere. Every time I go to hit my comments, I did get my hair done. I'll show you. I cut it off, Michelle. Cut it way off. It's kind of just flopping all over the place. I didn't do anything after I took a shower today. I just brushed it and that was about it. But thank you. Oh, I'm sure I would. I'm sure I would, Marilyn. Or John. I'm assuming maybe the both of you. Thank you, Peggy. It is different than normal. I usually just do like one color of like blonde highlights, and this time she did a few different colors, some highlights and lowlights, and I told her I wanted to switch it up. I want to make sure this is good and dry before I go in with my next color of paint, because I don't want to smooth it out when I start painting it. I want to keep that texture on there. You can kind of see. We're getting there. so funny. Most of you probably know from your past lives, but I only see the comments that Facebook wants to show me while I am live. After my last live I did, I went back and there were so many more comments than what I had seen. So I apologize if anybody is saying something or saying hello and I missed you. I only see what they show me, so I do apologize. There was a lot of comments in the last one that I did not see. Okay. Cool this off for just a second. Grab a drink of water. Even though I'm still working on coffee, I'm trying to balance it with some water. All right, and a quick thank you to Miss Janice with Vintage Country Crafting and Miss Krista with Crafts by Krista for hosting the Mischievous Crafty Friends Group and having me here today. Gosh, that is still really hot. I appreciate all of you ladies do. Okay. All right, so I think I'm gonna go in. I've got this lime sherbet, what's this, and a parakeet. They're both apple barrel. Whew, that was way too much. That is really runny. Ooh, this is really runny also. I haven't used these in a very long time. Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of go in. Almost, not really dry brushing, but kind of. Just so that way it's got some layers. Picking up both colors. Would have really liked to been outside and watch him knock all that stuff down. I was out there for a little bit earlier. He came early. He was going to be here at 4 o'clock my time, so it would have been basically when I was ending. But he got done at his previous job early and asked if he could go ahead and come. Of course I said yes. So I guess it'll just be somewhat of a surprise when I get out there and see it all done. All right. And I think I'm going to go back in and highlight now with just a little bit of the darker green. Just so that way it's all layered. Okay. That looks good to me as I go back in with more paint. This is the kind of stuff, like, it's very therapeutic for me. I think this is why I really enjoy mixed media, because I could sit and play with this and just watch the colors like blend and do their thing all day. We don't have all day, so. All right. There's my husband. Thank you for the stars, babe. You should see the tree that he took down out there. He asked if it was okay. And the big bush that we were gonna keep between the sunflowers and my flower beds. he asked if I wanted it to come out, and I said, well, we were going to keep it because I didn't think that it was able to come down. And he was like, oh yeah, I can take that down, no problem. So he took that down, and then the tree out where we're going to put the truck, he took it down also. I think I sent you a video of it. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. But for those of you that don't know, my husband is Lonnie, and he is my #1 fan and biggest supporter. He supports all my crazy ideas. And when I said I wanted to do a pumpkin patch and a sunflower field and all the things, he was in. And so much so that he's buying an old, like, 1940s Chevy slat-sided, is that how you call it? A truck that has like the wood slat sides. And we're going to park over on the side of the house. I'm going to plant some wildflowers around it, so it'll be a nice little spot that people can, you know, do family pictures, or if we want to do family pictures, that kind of thing. So he is here for all my crazy, and I love him for it. Okay, so let's go ahead. That started. So now I'm going to start with this. I've got to decide. So this is that Dollar Tree rope, and I'm going to unwind some of it because we are going to use these as tree branches. So I got to kind of decide how tall I want my tree. Probably pretty good. All right, where are my scissors? Oh, there they are. So I'm just gonna use some hot glue. I don't think I want to go all the way to the base. I may come in maybe with some real rocks to put at the base of the tree here. So I'm just going to use my trusted hot glue. Doing just a little at a time, so that way I can make sure when I start splitting my branches off. And this idea did come from Pinterest. I seen something similar. Like I said, I did spend some time on Pinterest trying to come up with some ideas. Oh, hold on. Stuck my whole arm in the wet paint. And a little bit on the shirt, but that's okay because I think this shirt already has paint on it. So let me move this out of the way. All right. I'm kind of just gonna make my branches go different ways. And I'm not even going to glue every section of the jute, or not the jute, the rope, because I'm okay if some of it is, you know, coming up off the canvas a little bit. That just gives it more texture. Okay, so before, so we'll go ahead and put these down here. Ooh, that glue is super stringy. What is going on? What is your guys' favorite glue to use? I think I need to try something different. This is the Sure Bonder glue, and it is so stringy. It drives me nuts. Do you guys have a glue that you prefer that's maybe not as stringy? All right, so I'm going to use another section. We can make our trunk more fat. So I'm going to butt this right up to that other piece. And I think should have thought of this before. I'm going to spread a little bit of these out down here at the bottom so it kind of looks like it's coming out of the ground, like a tree trunk really would. There we go. All right, so here's where we're at so far. See how I just kind of spread those out down there. Hey, Misty, how are you? Misty, did you see the message I sent to you earlier? Do not laugh at me. Do not laugh. Okay, I'm kidding. You can definitely laugh because I was laughing, which is why I sent it to you. I figure you deserved a good laugh today too. All glue, so you have no, hey Jess, no good tips or tricks on any of the non-stringy glue? I thought somebody said Gorilla Glue works pretty good without as many strings, but I've never used it, so I don't know. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to start unraveling some of this up here so I can make my branches up here. You go and look at it. Okay, you guys, like I said, I planted some seeds yesterday, and so I had to have lights on my little seedlings, right? I am not a carpenter. My husband was not home, so I had to find a way to rig up my light system. It's not pretty, but it is doing the job. I have a piece of wood on one end like this and another piece of wood that I was able to get one screw in, and then yeah, what is that? Oh, she brought me a pink drink. And then I have a stool because I couldn't find another piece of wood for this end, so I propped it up on a stool, and then I used string to tie my lights so they would hang down over the top of my seedlings. Vaseline very smart to the tip of your glue tool. You won't get any glue strings. Ooh, that is a good tip. I will have to try that. Jess, do you have a craft page? You're here with me a lot, and I appreciate you for that. I don't know. Do you have a craft page? Because if so, I need to make sure that I'm following you, friend. So, yes, I knew Missy, being the farmer that she is, would appreciate my, I don't know, I guess it's like ingenuity, right? Like, I made it work. My seeds have lights on them. That's all that matters. But I have since asked my husband, my birthday is also in May, so I said, you know, for Mother's Day and my birthday, can I just get like a combined gift and get me a little greenhouse? And then that way I won't have to do that sort of thing, I guess. Hi, Julie, how are you? Oh, you don't have one? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that if I was following or not following you and needed to be, that I was. All right, so now I'm just trying to decide how I want to lay these branches up here. I think I'm gonna go like this, and over here to the side. Thank you for the pink drink.
You're welcome. Love you.
Love you. She has her cap and gown pictures tomorrow with the photographer. Oh, it's just coming so fast. So fast. Okay, so I think I'm gonna split this one here. Hi, Dina, how are you? Alright, so this is gonna be glued over here. I gotta get it out of my way. It's in my way. That's one I used to go on with her when she went live. She doesn't go live anymore right now. Aw, what's your mom's page? I mean, is the page still out there so I could go and make sure I'm following her? So when I do my mommy and me lives with my daughter, I'm sure that it's very nostalgic for you and doing that with your mom. All right, so we're getting there, guys. I think I'm gonna do one more. I think I want the trunk just to be a little thicker. Sorry if I'm missing comments, you guys. I'm trying not to burn myself. I burn myself just about every single live, and I'm really trying to get better about leaving a live without blisters. Yep, that was hot. Crafty with Jody. Okay, I'll have to go and check it out. Hey, Miss Jim, how are you today? Yeah, Jess, I will definitely go check it out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clip off that excess here. Okay. Hi, Charlene, how are you? Go ahead and fray that out a little bit at the bottom. Okay. Ouch, yep, there it was. Burnt myself. I knew I would. I can never have a live without burning myself. Paper crafts with her Cricut. Ooh. I used my Cricut this morning. My best friend messaged me this morning and asked me if I could cut 10 names out today for her kids. Her kids are all older, and she is so sweet. She also gets their friends like Easter baskets and stuff, but this year she did, instead of baskets, she did those little miniature igloo coolers she got for them, and she wanted their names on there. So I got up and I actually slept way in today, but when I got up I cut those out for her. And then I also do sublimation. I've never done that on a live before. I don't even know like the logistics of how I would do that. I think would be a little challenging for me, but I do sublimation, and I've got an order for a couple of shirts that I need to do today. And I do love paper crafting. So I'm sure that she probably has all kinds of things on her page that I would enjoy. Okay. So I think I'm gonna snip that off because it's gonna be too much. Snip that right off of there. All right. Me too, Jess. I have so many projects that I've bought all the substrates for and just haven't gotten to yet. I squirrel really badly, and I am notorious for diving in deep to something and then squirreling and getting into something else. Okay. So here's our tree. I think I want this to curl up a little bit. I did not glue the end of that, so I can still do it. Okay, so now we're going to break out the buttons. So I'm going to start with a few of these. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, these do have the sticky back. One stayed in there. I am going, well, I was going to just peel it off, but oh, there it goes. Peel that off and then just use glue. Thank you, Krista girl. Okay, so this one has a little flower on there. I know it's hard to see. I'm going to use a mixture of all the buttons, the colorful ones, the vintage ones. Oh look, here's a little gold heart. I'm even going to use that. Oh, maybe I'll do that right here. That'll be cute. You know, people used to carve hearts. I wonder if I can get that off. Somebody has taken my snips. My kids are bad about taking my stuff, you guys. So I'm gonna try to spread that out because it has the little button back. Okay. I'm just gonna stick the glue right down in there and push it with some force. Oh, my nose is running today, you guys. My allergies. I think it's because it's so windy outside. It's blowing everything in the air. Alright. Oh, that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. A heart right there. Okay. Let's do this maroon one. Maybe right here. I'm just going to scatter these about. These. This one has a butterfly. We'll use that one. I love that one. It's my two favorite colors, purple and teal. We'll go right here with this one. Like I said, I think I'm going to get some real pebbles and make a little mound down here around the bottom of that tree trunk. All right, so let's get some of these colorful ones and mix in here. These are harder for me to pick up with my nails. All right. Here's where we're at so far. Oh, that's my finger. Oh, I forgot she brought me this. I better drink it before it gets all melted. She must have bought a big one and then just shared half of it with me. Which is fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, so let's do a brown. I'm not doing this with any real rhyme or reason. Just grabbing the buttons as I see them. Big old glue blob. Thanks, Janice. So I think I pulled out my paint markers. I do not like my handwriting, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and wing it, and I think I'm gonna write a phrase on here. I thought about putting all of my kids' names somewhere around like each button, and then putting a phrase in here. I don't know if I'm gonna do it with my paint marker or maybe cut it with my Cricut and say grandmas are like buttons, they hold everything together. I think that would be cute. And then maybe give it to my mother-in-law. What do you guys think about that? I'm sure you all have heard that phrase before. I don't think I want, or do I? Oh, I do think I wasn't going to use these huge bulky buttons. Well, that almost sticks up too far. The back is too raised. Okay, so let's do a couple more colorful. Here's a green one. Let's do that right there. I'm sorry I keep sniffling, you guys. My allergies, I forgot to take an allergy pill when I went to bed last night. I was too busy plotting out my flower stuff. I have like a whole chart in my notebook of the order that I feel like I need to plant things. I guess we'll do white. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm learning as I go, but I've been trying to do my research on how long it takes things to bloom, and I know I want a succession plant so that way, you know, I have a constant, you're sniffling with me. I don't feel so bad. That way I have a constant, you know, bloom of flowers. I don't want just them all to bloom at one time and then have nothing all at one time. Ouch! Okay, I got about 10 minutes left, you guys. Like I said, I am in the Mischievous Crafty Friends Group, hosted by Miss Janice with Vintage Country Crafting and Miss Krista Vollmer with Crafts by Krista. Crafts is spelled with an uppercase K. If you are not already following those two amazing ladies, you should. Miss Krista does not do live, but she does have some amazing projects over there that you can look, see what she's got, and she does have stuff available for purchase. And then be sure that you are in the Mischievous Crafty Friends Group so you can go back and catch all of the other amazing crafters from earlier in the day and those who are yet to come. Miss Sandy with Miss Sandy's Burlap, I knew I was going to get it wrong, Burlap and Bling Creations. I wrote it down because I did not want to say it wrong. She'll be up after me. Okay, so I think I'm going to do, maybe I'll do one of these smaller ones. This one is just a little striped one, and again, this is one of those that has this sticker back. I'm going to peel off. Okay. All right, so do you guys think I should put that phrase on there? Grandmas are like buttons that hold everything together. Or should I just leave it as is? Okay, so I don't think I want buttons on every single branch. This is where we're at. Let me get rid of some of these blue strings. They're driving me nuts. Sounds good to you? Julie, were you saying that you like my shirt? This is actually an apron that I got off of Amazon. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous about writing on here, especially, let's see, how would I, all right, let me compose myself and build up being brave and get rid of some of this stuff in my way. Thanks, Kelly. And no, Kelly, you cannot have any of my buttons. You have enough buttons of your own. I'm just teasing. Ooh, I really like this one. This one, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's got, like, it's indented. It almost looks like a starburst. Not a starburst, a sun rays, sunburst. That's really pretty. Now I want to put it on there. Maybe I'll do it right there. Yep, just because it's pretty and I want to use it. The dogs are barking. I have a feeling the guy is done outside. So we're probably seeing him load up his big piece of machinery onto his trailer of his truck. Okay. So let's practice. So I've got these Artistro acrylic paint markers. Oh, what color would you do? What color? Purple's my favorite color. Maybe, oh, I'm so nervous. So, I did, you guys see me? Probably not. I know, that worked out perfect, didn't it, Kelly? I love it. Grandma's. And do our, like, well, I'm just practicing. Buttons. I'm gonna cut this out of here. So if I put grandmas are like buttons right there, just trying to get an idea of spacing. Grandmas are like buttons. They hold everything together all on one line. This is going to give me an idea if I kind of like this. Ooh, so I'll have to write that smaller. That could go off the edge of that just a smidge. I mean, I guess I could go down into the grass a little bit, but because I added the texture down there, I'm afraid the writing would kind of booger up. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do purple because it's darker. I've got 3 minutes, so let's see here. Where did it go? All right, we're gonna give it a go. I guess it's just paint, right? If I mess it up, I can just paint over it. Okay. Like I said, I am not a fan of my own handwriting. Grandma's. I guess this is kind of, like I said, I feel like it's somewhat of an elementary project, right? So that way, if it's kind of messy, it's okay. Grandmas are like buttons. Okay, so I got, this is where I have to make sure that I don't write too big and run out of space. Oop. They hold. Whew. Okay, so it's smudged in a couple of spots, but I can always go back and fix it or leave it like it is. Like I said, I feel like it's kind of an elementary project, so I think it's okay to be childlike and whimsical with it. And then I think I will go back and add my kids' names, just handwrite those in next to some of the buttons. So thank you guys very much for being with me today in the Mischievous Crafty Friends Group. Be sure to go over there, catch the next creator, Sandy's Burlap. I always get it wrong. Sandy's Burlap and Bling Creations. She's up after me. And then go back and check out everybody that was on before me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and the rest of your weekend. And have a good night. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.